I just unboxed your watch without actually without actually recording. Oh, what a dope. I am so sorry. Well, it's here. Came in the box, and it's now unboxed. And it's here. So let's have a close look at your 6306. Here's your crystal that you sent. All right, what a beauty. These are just so cool. For some reason, I don't know why the 6306 is just so special to me. I have lots of turtles, but I love my hacking turtle. I just think it's so cool. And when I do some internal modding on one, it's always to make it more like a 6306. So, I mean, the one cool thing, of course, is that this should have a JDM style wheel. So let's take a look at your, yeah, there we go. Very nice. Blue Saturday, red Sunday. Just so awesome. Okay, well, let's get into the assessment. Cosmetically, you know, pretty good. You got a couple little case marks here, tool marks on the back. Somebody has tried to get in there, unsuccessfully perhaps. But otherwise, case is very good. Get a couple little scratches here and there, but these lines are just so solid. No polishing. Nice lines. Really a great watch. Good insert, just really impeccable. The crystal in it is actually quite good. There's a couple of minor scratches here, but it's a pretty good one. I'm not sure if it's an original, but it is in pretty good shape. Your crown screws down perfectly, as we've seen. Oh, yeah, it hacks. That's good. I have totally made this smeary, but we're going to replace that anyway, so not a big deal. Okay. I want to be able to take a close look. Dial and hands are in really good shape. A little haziness on there, but nothing bad. We can just clean that up very easily. Your resist text is nice and red. Beautiful. Really nice. Really nice. Your insert and your chapter ring is perfect. Okay, let's see if it's going to be an easy task to get the case back off. If not, we will make other arrangements with our machine to get that off. Tool. Yep, there it comes. Okay. I always prefer the Rotico method. It's just so much less potential for any damage. All right, looking in your case back, I don't see, well, I do see some hair, but I don't see any servicing marks. No. And some grease of some sort or another. Okay, put that to the side here. So again, this is a 1979. Yeah. May 79. Looks very clean. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Let's see, you got any lubrication under your capsule? Let me check it. Leftover. Oh, looks pretty good. Okay. Let's put a little power in. Let's see how we're doing. All right. Nice. Still got the frosting on the case back. That is so neat to see. You can see here this frosting above the tsunami. It's so cool. All right, this is a clean one. Super clean. Let's see how that signal looks. Okay. Hold on one second. We'll go look at it. All right. Well, Matt, there you go. You know, I've seen better. I've seen worse. It's certainly a clean signal, so that what this tells me is that the watch itself is running well. It's low on power because there's probably no lubrication, and whatever lubrication might be residual within there is probably a bit more like resin than it is like oil. And so as a consequence, this is slowed down quite a bit, this amplitude here, this ability to run power through the train and then flick the balance wheel back and forth. So what happens is there's a fork that engages with what's essentially the, it would be the equivalent of a pendulum in a clock that ticks and talks. What you have is you have a wheel that has a spring that then goes in one direction and then the other direction, and this amplitude is how far that goes in either direction. This tells you how out of synchrony that tick and tock is. It's almost as though one side is longer than the other in terms of the tick tock. So it goes tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, instead of tick, tock, tick, tock. So it's out by 0.9 of a millisecond. So that's, 900 microseconds, which isn't very long, but it's enough to add some error, and we can adjust that out. It's this number that sort of reflects the ability of the train to push the power through the watch. And the higher the friction, the higher the weaker the mainspring, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, this number goes down. This is simply just how well of adjustment, you've got your tick-tock to adjust, but you've also got how many seconds per day that you can be in or out of accuracy. And so this is an adjustment, this is an adjustment. This is what we're here to service and provide a little bit better value on. So it's a little wobbly, it's a little wonky, but that's probably simply just the balance, being in a non-lubricated state. And as a and as a consequence, it of course is a little bit lower than it should be. So what you might expect for a 40-some-year-old watch that needs a little bit of work. Okay, so let's come back to the bench. Okay, well, Matt, we're going to go ahead and get you started. I don't see any reason to do anything cosmetic other than perhaps clean the case and make sure there's no gunky fuzzies underneath the bezel here, and we'll get the crown and everything cleaned up and ready to go. But yeah, we're going to start with the mechanical restoration and get your jewels put in. Make sure this is a lifer hanging in there for the rest of the existence of the watch. So at least the movement will be good to go. All right. Well, thanks so much, and thanks for watching, and I'll be in touch. Thanks, Matt.